Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's
the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Davis has it over the middle. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jarrett Stingley picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
No touch, sir. No touch.
Henry running right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That's Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker who got in and dropped him to the turf.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Go Silver, ready? No touch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They give this one to their receiver, Watkins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Henry up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Henry. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Henry again. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Derrick Henry. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Carlson. Up and go. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second and 10. Throwing again. Shepard. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of binding him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say. Those
73! 73!
They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kyle Pitts from 10 yards out. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. Perfection. No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ready up.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Andrews' first catch, good for a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Operating from the gun. Shepard. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 52 yards. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Jason Myers now for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
Next to score, Eagles 20. Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CBD see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Hey, 73, 73. Nelson.
Running from the gun with Henry. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's good for Eagles. First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
that his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's second and 10. Midfield just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 31 yards on the punt there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 47 now, they work with a second and 7. Sticking with Walker on second down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. And Walker once more. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Come that look for me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Jason Myers, the kickoff.
Kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now Hurts changing up the play. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
63.
Throwing is Hurts. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. Touchdown, Eagles! 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to... And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Shepard going underneath. He's got Hockenson. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Nolan brings him down on the pass rush.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on third down. Really? Should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner. So, looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Now, after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Again, it's Henry. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Out.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.